Today I want to talk to you about why your niche is too broad and why it's killing your channel. More specifically, how your offer determines your niche and why that is the key to high-ticket clients. Okay, let me ask you a question. Who is your channel for? If your answer is something like entrepreneurs or small business owners or people who want to grow their business, then I have some bad news for you. Your niche is too broad and it's killing your channel. I know that's not what you want to hear. You probably chose a broad niche on purpose, right? You thought if I cast a broad net, I'll catch more fish, more potential clients, more opportunities, more revenue, right? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Actually, the opposite is true. A broad niche does not attract more clients. It actually attracts fewer because it attracts the wrong people, and it makes it nearly impossible for the right people, the ones who would actually pay you money, to find you in the first place. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why your niche is too broad and how to fix it, and why the solution has nothing to do with finding your passion or picking a topic that you love. The solution is much simpler, much more strategic, and it starts with one thing: your offer. Okay, how, right? Not by chasing views, not by going viral, but by creating strategic content that attracts the right people, right? People who have the problem you solve and the budget to pay you to solve it, okay? By the end of this video, you're going to understand why a broad niche is actually repelling your ideal clients and not attracting them. The simple framework that connects your offer to your niche so you never have to guess what content to create again, right? How to structure your content funnel to guide viewers from hello all the way to becoming a paying client, right? This is the same framework I use with my clients to build 90-day YouTube strategies that generate real revenue, not vanity metrics, real money in the bank.
If you're a coach or consultant who's too busy serving clients to create consistent content, and you want to see how we build your YouTube authority machine completely done for you, I made a video breaking down the entire system. Check out the link in the description below this video.
So if you've been struggling to figure out your niche, or if you have been creating content for months without getting clients, pay close attention, because the shift I'm about to share with you is going to change everything. Okay, what is the wide net fallacy? Let's start by dismantling the biggest myth in the YouTube coaching space, right? The idea that a broad niche helps you reach more people. It sounds logical, right? If you make content for entrepreneurs, you're speaking to millions of people. If you make content for female entrepreneurs who sell handmade jewelry on Etsy, you're speaking to a much smaller group, right? So the broad niche should win, right? More potential viewers, more potential clients. Wrong. Here's what actually happens when your niche is too broad. You become invisible, number one. YouTube's algorithm is designed to match content with viewers who are most likely to engage with it, right? When your content is generic, when it could apply to anyone, the algorithm doesn't know who to show it to. So it shows it to no one or to everyone, right? You become forgettable. When someone watches your video and thinks, yeah, that was fine, I guess, they don't subscribe, right? They don't download your lead magnet. They don't book a call. They just move on to the next video. It's not memorable because you're not specific, right? Or you attract the wrong people. A broad niche attracts tire kickers, freebie seekers, and people who are just curious, right? These are not your ideal clients. These are people who will never pay you. And every minute you spend creating content for them is a minute you have wasted. What is the specificity paradox, right? The more specific you are, the fewer people you're technically speaking to. But the people you are speaking to feel like you're reading their mind. They feel like you just made this video for them. They feel seen, understood, and compelled to take action, right? The more broad you are, the more people you're technically speaking to, but none of them feel a strong connection, right? Your content is fine, it's helpful, but it's not transformative. It doesn't make anyone think, this person gets me, I need to work with them, right? When you're searching for help with a specific problem, let's say you're a business coach who's struggling to get clients on LinkedIn, right? Which video are you going to click on, right? Option A, how to get more clients as a coach, right? Option B, how business coaches can get high-ticket clients on LinkedIn without cold DMs, okay? Right? Option B, every single time. Because it's specific, because it's clearly for you, because it promises to solve your exact problem, right? That is the power of specificity, and it starts with your offer, okay? Your offer equals your niche equals your content, right? Here's the insight that changes everything, right? Your offer determines your niche, not the other way around. Most people approach niching backwards, right? They think, first I need to pick a niche, then I'll figure out what to offer, right? They spend weeks or months agonizing over the perfect niche, reading blog posts, taking quizzes, trying to find their passion, and that's backwards. Your niche is not something you discover, right? Your niche is something you define. You define it by getting crystal clear on your offer. Okay, let me explain. Your offer is the specific transformation you provide to a specific type of person. It's not coaching, it's not consulting, it's not helping people grow their business, right? Your offer is, I help specific person achieve specific result through specific mechanism or method, right? For example, I help female fitness coaches get their first 10 paying clients through Instagram content, right? I help B2B SaaS founders reduce churn by 30% through customer success systems, right? I help real estate agents in luxury markets generate seller leads through YouTube. See how specific those are? Each one defines a clear audience, a clear outcome, and a clear mechanism. Once you have that level of clarity on your offer, your niche becomes so obvious. Your niche is simply the people who need your offer, right? That's your niche. This is what I do. You need it. That's my niche, right? What is the niche clarity test? There's a simple test to see if your niche is specific enough, right? Ask yourself 3 questions, okay? Question 1, can you name a specific person? Not entrepreneurs, not business owners, a specific person, right? Female fitness coaches with 1,000 to 10,000 Instagram followers who are struggling to monetize, right? B2B SaaS founders with 1 million to 5 million ARR, annual recurring revenue, who are dealing with high churn, right? Luxury real estate agents in markets with average home prices over 1 million, right? If you cannot describe your ideal client with that level of specificity, your niche is too broad. Question 2, can you name a specific problem? Not they want to grow their business. What specific problem keeps them up at night? They're posting content every day, but not getting any DMs from potential clients. They're losing 8% of their customers every month and don't know why, right? They're spending money on Zillow leads, but the leads are garbage. If you cannot articulate the specific painful problem that your ideal client is facing, your niche is too broad, right? Question 3, can you name a specific outcome? Not they'll be more successful, right? What specific measurable result will they achieve, right? They'll sign their first 10 paying clients within 90 days. They'll reduce churn to under 5% within 6 months. They'll generate 5 qualified seller leads per month from YouTube, right? If you cannot promise a specific tangible outcome, your niche is too broad. When you can answer all 3 questions with specificity, you have a niche, and more importantly, you have a content strategy, okay? Why specificity attracts and repels. When you get specific, you're not just attracting your ideal clients, you're also repelling everybody else, right? That's exactly what you want. I know it sounds counterintuitive, right? It feels like you're leaving money on the table. It feels like you're turning away potential clients. But here's the reality. Those people were never going to be your clients, okay? The person who's looking for generic business coaching is not about to pay you $5,000 or $10,000, right? Or $20,000 for your services. They're looking for a $50 course or a free YouTube video, okay? They're not your clients. The person who's looking for exactly what you offer, who has the specific problem you solve and is actively searching for a solution, that person is ready to pay, right? That person is your client. When you try to appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one. When you specifically target your ideal client, you become irresistible to them, right? This is the power of positioning, and it's the foundation of everything else we're going to talk about. What do I mean by content funnel? I mean taking a customer from hello to client, right? How do we do that? Top of the funnel is awareness, right? That's hello. Middle of the funnel, that's nurture. Watch me do a thing, okay? Bottom of the funnel, I made these people this much money, okay? This is where you convert people. Top of the funnel content is designed to get discovered by your ideal clients when they're searching for solutions to their problems. It's educational, it's helpful, and it's optimized for search, right? Middle content goes deeper. It explains the why behind the how. Positions you as an expert. It makes viewers think this person really knows what they're talking about and they know how to do the thing that I need done, right? Bottom of the funnel content is about proof and transformation, case studies, client results, behind the scenes look at your process. This is the content that makes someone say, I need to work with this person, right? Most people only make top of the funnel content. They create endless how-to videos or only optimize for search and wonder why no one is booking calls. The answer is they're missing the rest of the funnel. So let's look at each stage of the funnel. Top of the funnel, attracting the right people, okay? This is all about discovery. These are the videos that get found through YouTube search and suggested videos. They answer the questions your ideal clients are already asking, right? Bad top of the funnel topics. How to get more clients, right? YouTube tips for beginners. Good top of the funnel topics. How fitness coaches can get clients on Instagram without paid ads, right? YouTube strategy for B2B consultants. How to get your first client from YouTube. Okay, see the difference? The specific topics attract the specific people you want. The generic topics attract everyone, which means they attract no one who's actually going to pay you. Your top of funnel content should make up about 40% of your videos. These are your workhorses. They're bringing in new viewers who have a problem you solve. Okay? Middle of the funnel and bottom of the funnel, building trust and converting, right? Middle of the funnel content is where you build the relationship. It's not about answering basic questions. It's about going deeper. It's about proving proficiency in what you do. It's about explaining the why or the what behind the how, sharing your unique perspective, your frameworks, your philosophy, your proficiency, right? Why your niche is too broad is a middle of the funnel video, right? It's not answering a simple question. It's challenging a belief. It's reframing how you think about your business. It's positioning you as someone who thinks differently and more strategically than the average YouTube guru. Middle of the funnel content builds trust because it demonstrates expertise, right? Anyone can tell you how to do X, but explaining why X works and why most people get X wrong requires deeper knowledge and requires real experience. Okay, middle of the funnel content should make up about 40% of your videos. These are trust builders. They turn casual viewers into engaged fans who are starting to think, I like how this person works and how they think. Bottom of the funnel is where you close the deal, right? This is the proof. It's the evidence you can actually deliver results you promise. It's the content that makes people go from, I like this person knows what they're doing, to I need to hire this person right now. Okay, what does it look like? Case studies, right? Case studies walk through exactly how you help the client achieve a specific result. They show the before and after and explain your process and make it real and tangible, okay? Client interviews. Let your clients tell their own story. There's nothing more powerful than hearing a real person say, I was struggling, I worked with your name, right? And now I'm thriving. Behind the scenes content, right? Show your process, show how you work, give people a taste of what it's like to be your client, okay? And then results breakdown. Share specific numbers, right? How we help a client go from 0 to 10 clients in 90 days. How we reduced a client's churn from 8% to 3%, right? Specificity builds credibility. Bottom of the funnel, content should make up about 20% of your videos. You don't need a lot of it, but you need some. These are your closers. They turn warm fans into paying clients, right? How does this all fit together? Specific offer, specific niche, content funnel, strategic CTAs, and then a lead magnet or book a call or whatever is your next step. Start with your offer, right? Your offer is the specific transformation you provide to a specific type of person. Get crystal clear on this. I help specific person achieve specific result through specific method, right? Number 2, define your niche, okay? Your offer determines your niche. Your niche is simply the people who need your offer. If your offer is specific, your niche is specific, right? Number 3, create strategic content. Once you know exactly who you're serving, you know exactly what content to create. Top of funnel content attracts them. Middle of funnel content builds trust, and bottom of the funnel content converts. Number 4, guide with CTAs, right? Every video moves the viewer to the next logical step. Top of the funnel to middle of the funnel, middle of funnel to lead magnet or bottom of funnel to sales call, right? Your lead magnet moves them to owned land. Once they're on your email list, you can nurture them over time. You can provide more value, build more trust, and eventually make an offer. And the offer brings them full circle, right? They become a client, they get the transformation you promised, and if you do a great job, they become a case study for your next bottom of the funnel video. That's how you turn a YouTube channel into a client acquisition machine, okay? Key takeaways. Your offer determines your niche, right? Stop trying to find your niche. Define it by getting specific about who you help, what problem you solve, and what result you deliver, right? Number 2, specificity attracts your ideal clients and repels everyone else. This is a good thing. The people you repel were never going to pay you anyway. The people you attract are ready to buy, right? Number 3, structure your content as a funnel. Content that attracts the right people, builds trust and authority, and converts viewers into clients. You need all 3. And strategic CTAs to guide viewers through the journey, right? The CTA is just telling someone how to get from one piece of content to the next piece of content to the next piece of content to booking a call with you, right? You're guiding people through your content. You're telling them where to go and what to do. Every video should move them one step closer to becoming a client, from stranger to viewer to fan to lead to client, right? When you implement this system, you stop creating random content and hoping for the best. You start creating strategic content that systematically converts viewers into high-ticket clients, right? That's the difference between a YouTube channel that's a hobby and a YouTube channel that's a business, okay? If you've been watching me for a while, you know what's next, right? I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe. That's not strategic. Instead, I want you to take the next logical step, right? What is that? You just learned why your niche needs to be specific, how your offer determines everything, Next question you should be asking is, how do I actually create content that stands out from my competitors? How do I find the gaps in my market that I can exploit, right? And I have a video for that question. Why your competitors are beating you and how to fix it. In that video, I give you a complete framework for analyzing your competition and finding content opportunities they're missing, okay? It's the perfect next step after this video. If you have any questions about what I just covered, if anything was unclear to you, please post your questions in the comments below this video. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video, why your competitors are beating you and how to fix it, which is linked in the description below.